Hey, what's up, everybody? CM here with the common sense perspective here, and all. I'm just on a mission just to bring back common sense because common sense ain't so common. There's just a lot of stupid shit going on, and I'm just here to just kind of, bring it up, bring it to light, but actually shine a light on common sense that we can make of it, if you want to make common sense of it. Anyhow, let's just get to it here. Alright, enough of that stuff. And let's get to it, alright? Because, man, it's just like, all I gotta say is, alright, let's just get to it, alright? Let me just go to it right now. Here we go. So, this kind of goes along the lines of, all of a sudden, alright, the stupidity of California government, alright, in the name of Gavin Newsom. All of a sudden, all right. I mean, we're so soft in California, soft and fluffy. It's just crazy how we are just so soft and fluffy. All right, but this is not really what I was trying to talk about. But I just happened to come across this as I was really wanting to talk about something else here in a second. But look at this. All of a sudden, all right, he's been soft and fluffy for all these years, dating back, if you go back the last 10 years, right, when they passed Prop 47, and this opened the doors to why reality of how everything is in California is so soft, right, as the years went on, defunding the police, crime is not a priority, let the prisoners out early, all that stuff, right? So problems that he created. And all of a sudden, California governor signs a bill to bring back harsh penalties for smash and grab rallies. All of a sudden, you know why? Because he's trying to look good. Because he really had to take an L, a step aside. Because as much as he was a Biden surrogate, right, wanting to be president so bad because he's a biatch and a kiss ass and a brown noser. They said, nah, look, California's looking way too bad right now. It's not going to look good at all for you. It's not going to look good for Democrats. I imagine if he ran for president, right, and then they'll say, hey, let's look at your body of work. Oh, California, man, what a mess California is, right? So, all of a sudden he wants to bring back harsh penalties. Yeah, he's just trying to prop himself up to look good, right? He's trying to solve his own problems that he created. And he's not really solving the problem. He's only putting a band-aid on it to make it look like he's doing something to fix his own problem. Alright, but it's not going to do a damn thing until you really got a large-scale end Prop 47. Maybe bring it back to what it was, right? To if you commit a crime, you get locked up. Because he doesn't believe in locking up people. But you gotta lock up people. You really gotta, in order to get through to people, it doesn't matter the age, you really have to, send a message. That way, when others out there are thinking about doing something similar, or just committing a crime of major propensity, that maybe they'll think twice and be like, oh shit, man, it doesn't pay to get locked up for something that, so and so did. Maybe I shouldn't do that, and you would actually think twice about doing it, and maybe crime will go down. Oh my gosh. Oh man, the concept. So, soft on crime. Let's talk about it right here, right? Whoop, over here. Here we go. So this bothered me. I saw this the other day, and I've been wanting to talk about this, but this whole Biden. I'm not sorry, not Biden. This whole thing with Trump and Harris debate kind of took center stage and kind of just pushed a lot of other topics aside. But I really wanted to talk about this, right? About the 49er player that was shot, right, in San Francisco in Union Square. Union Square, mind you, is a shopping area in San Francisco, and we're talking about luxury goods there, right? The major brands, high luxury brands, upscale stuff, right? And a place that is also being slowly vacating businesses because, you know, aside from major crime on the rise, well, let's face it, crime is continuing to be on the rise because of soft on crime measures and initiatives and all that. And so this is an example of that, right? To create some attention in California, in the Bay Area, when this Niner player, the rookie Pearsall, right? Pearsall, he's going shopping and he happened to wear his Rolex watch, and this kid, 17 years old, borderline kid, adult, whatever, decided to take upon himself with a gun, all right, mind you, and with that, use it to try to steal Pearsall's watch, right? And so, of course, is he gonna get strong armed by some kid? Heck no. So he tried to fight back and then ends up getting shot in the process. Gunshot wound to the chest. And the kid got shot as well. I guess they were struggling with the gun. But yeah, so that's what happened there. Ends up being in the hospital, gets released, all that stuff. That was the story behind it. So now, what's on the other side? Because obviously the kid got arrested. And his life was saved because just, there's still good people left out there in the world, right? And that's a good thing that people reacted. The officer happened to be not too far away from the incident, so was able to get right in there and get this teen hemmed up. All right. So then I came across this. All right, This is just stupid. The dumbest shit I've ever seen. All right. So it says teen charged in the shooting of 49ers Pearsall shouldn't face attempted murder. Attorney says. All right. And when you read why, it's like, what kind of crock of shit is this? All right. So let's take a look at this here. All right. So, attorney for the 17-year-old high school senior charged in the daytime shooting of San Francisco 49ers rookie receiver Ricky Pearsall said Tuesday that new video evidence supports the theory that the teenager should not be charged with attempted murder. Okay, so you bring a gun, and why else would you bring a gun to rob somebody, right? You intend to shoot if there's a struggle, right? Because you're using the gun to scare into intimidating, and if someone resists, what do? You shoot them, right? If you are, if that person resists or fights you off, what do? You shoot them. The gun is there for a reason, all right? It's not just a toy or prop to say, hey, it's there for a reason. So the San Francisco public defender Bob Dunlap, screw you, dude, said after a pretrial hearing where the teen waived his right to a speedy trial that the evidence he found showed what happened in the afternoon was an attempted robbery, not attempted murder. It doesn't matter. You brought a gun. All right? It doesn't matter. So the guy has to be dead in order for you to say, okay, he'll be charged with attempted murder and murder because the guy died, right? The 49er died, right? So it was a rather extended struggle between the two. You know why? Because Pearsall, I don't know how tall he was 6'3", I think, 6'3", 6'4", wasn't going to let some punk ass kid strong arm him into giving up the watch. That's why, right? So he said the footage showed an extended struggle. Well, yeah, because if a gun's pointed at me, you want to get shot? No, right? It supports what's always been my belief and theory in the case that this is an attempted robbery, not attempted murder. How about this? Fuck you, Dunlap. All right, sorry for the language. He was walking alone to his car after shopping at luxury stores in Union Square when the suspect allegedly saw the NFL player wearing a Rolex watch and other expensive jewelry and tried to rob him at gunpoint. Oh, yeah, see? So, what is he going to just go up to the dude and say, hey, give me your stuff? Pearsall is going to look at him and say, get the fuck out of here, kid. Right? So, what do? You point the gun and say, give me your stuff. If you don't, I'll shoot you. Right? So, how do you react to that? Well, are you going to get shot? Are you going to give it up? No and no. So, what do? Try to fight him off. Right? So, that's what Pearsall did. And struggle ensued. Gunfire from the suspect's firearm struck both Pearsall and the teenager. And the teenager was shot in the arm. Alright. A teen who lives in Tracy, about 60 miles San Francisco, was arrested about a block away. San Francisco DA charged a teen last week with attempted murder. Well, yeah, because gunshot wound to the chest. Don't care if there's a struggle or not. I just explained the circumstances. And to me, I mean, like I said, if you're going to try to rob somebody, attempted robbery, and you walk up to them with nothing and say, hey, give me your stuff. Like I said, Pearsall would say, get the fuck out of here, man. Right? You know, you're not going to flinch twice and just either push him out of the way or whatever, right? But you point the gun, well, that's a different story. And to me, you really got to get away with murder to get charged with murder. So yeah, that's how soft San Francisco is, and the stupid deputy. This dude, all right, this public defender is representative of how soft California is, especially how soft and fluffy San Francisco is. All right. And why would this soft piece of shit, be representing a piece of shit teenager in that way? Right? Trying to find some wiggle room for someone that's attempted. This is probably not his first time he pointed a gun at somebody and said, hey, give me your stuff. Right? With confidence, I bet, too. Until someone fights back like this 49ers receiver. Alright, said, you know what, screw you, dude. I'm not going to let you either, strong arm me. I'm not going to let you, point that shit at me. I'm going to fight you. Alright? And I bet you if Pearsall had a gun on him and he pulls it out and shoots a kid, he's going to say, you just shot a minor. Well, no, I was defending myself. And, he pointed at me and tried to, rob me. So I pulled out my protection and I shot him. And then they're going to charge Pearsall with the shooting. Oh, and you shot a minor too, right? When he was trying to defend himself. That's how flipped out California is, all right? And how gun... And talk about Kamala Harris wants to take away guns. Well, that's what Gavin Newsom's doing, right? Fellow Democrats. They're all about taking your guns. And don't tell me that if there was another gun in this fight, that the guy protecting himself is going to be the one charged and not the one that was trying to use it in the robbery attempt, which is how backward California and San Francisco is. So at least the DA got it right. Try to attempt charge for attempted murder, assault with a semi-automatic weapon, and attempted second-degree robbery. Her office later added several gun-related charges. So there you go. That's all you gotta do. Throw the book at the kid. All right. Not the first time. Probably not the last time. Right. And Jenkins has not decided whether to try to juvenile as an adult, and said her office needs time to investigate. I mean, what is there to think about? All right, it's like Pearsall got to be dead in order to throw the book at the kid. If you really want to make a difference in how people commit crimes and what's perceived, and make a difference in terms of, hey, if you commit a crime, you're going to pay and do the time, right? That's how crime will go down. When you do this bullshit, like, oh, I don't know, and oh, let's just drop the murder charge attempt because he didn't really try to murder him. It's like, that's why California's at where it's at right now. California prevents prosecutors from charging a minor as an adult without judicial approval. Yeah, and I've seen that plenty of times where they, there's ways to go about how they charge a juvenile, right? So juvenile, depending on the crime committed, I've seen it where they commit and said, all right, this guy's convicted juvenile life. Juvenile life is till 25, right? I've seen it where they said, oh, you know what, this is really major. As soon as he turns 18, he's going to transfer to the adult side prison system to continue to finish work on his time committed, right? So I've seen it that way done too. You got to throw the book at the kid in order to really make people think twice about doing shit. Especially in soft-ass California, and you wonder why California's a mess, right? Especially when it's crime. The 49ers rookie was shot through the chest at close range. Went through the side of the son's chest, according to the mother of Pearsall, the 49er player, and out his back without striking any vital organs. All right? So, luckily, what if it struck an organ? What if he's still in the hospital right now? What if he died? Right? All other factors that could have happened but didn't happen. And that's the thing about it. And it says here, Mayor London Breed, Democrat, is in a tight re-election contest in November. Yeah, you know why? Because she's trying to all of a sudden fix her own problems too in San Francisco, right? Isn't it funny how they created their own problems and all of a sudden she wants to fix her own problems now? Right? She's doing the same thing Gavin Newsom's doing. Man, they're drinking the same Kool-Aid. But, like I said, if you want to make a difference, you really got to throw the book at people. Alright? You got to really show, because if you don't show this, one, you're weak as hell, like Newsom, like London Breed in San Francisco, like anybody that's Democrats, because they're so soft on crime. Then you wonder why we have problems, right? You wonder why people are moving out of state. You wonder why businesses are closing. Well, yeah, it's just stupid policies that are so soft on everything, and then that's what happens. And more times than not, if you don't give them early release for no reason, and they actually commit and do the time, they actually tend to reflect the time being served and be like, you know what, I'm not going to do this again. Right? Because they rather live life the way it's supposed to be and not locked up for doing that major crime. So that's just something to think about, alright? Being that this is a double-sided sword, alright? Throw the book at the kid. I know it sounds so harsh and cruel. You're so cruel. Man, you're so cruel, man. Am I? No. I'm looking at it as a common sense. You really have to show that crime doesn't pay. Because if you drop charges, let alone let this kid out early, because I'm sure they will, right? As long as this progressive, liberal way of things in California, and especially San Francisco, how things are, Oh yeah, even if you don't throw the book at this kid, oh yeah, this kid's gonna be out early, right? And then what he's gonna do? Do the same shit again. We're gonna hear his name again. All right. So yeah, double-sided sword. Um, I got a feeling that as soft as San Francisco is, they were probably gonna drop the attempted murder, even though he used a gun. I mean, there's no other way around it. All right. Pearsall still got shot. What? Are you saying that Pearsall shot himself? Right? Will the kid show up with no gun and still make an attempted robbery and get away with it? No. Like I said, Pearsall would just, blow him off in that case if there's no gun. So, of course, a gun is there. And attempted murder because, again, he got shot. Maybe if the gun was brandish and he, made an attempted robbery, gun wasn't fired, and then, there's no attempted murder there, obviously. And I don't care if there's a struggle or not because it's a struggle for survival. And the only way it seems like you really have to get something charged is you got to really kill, which is stupid. That's just stupid. All right, so anyhow, common sense, people. People got to pay for the crime. All right, that's just what I'm trying to say. My message here. So we'll see what happens here as as soon as we get more information on what happens next. I'll fill you guys in. We'll talk about this again. See what happens from there. Um, but yeah, so and you wonder why California is a mess. San Francisco, especially too. And, L.A. It's all a mess, man. All these liberal cities, blue cities. Right, there's plenty of red cities inside California, but the along the coastal side of things is blue. Just like Oregon is blue, right, along the coast, but when you go inside, it's red. Um, yeah, and it's stupid. But anyhow, I just wanted to bring that point up, talking about it. Shoot me a comment. Let me know what you think. I get it. Shoot me a comment. Shooting, right? No, but yeah, leave me a comment. Let's talk about it. I'm always I like engaging in conversation, or sharing your thoughts. You want to share with me your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this BS. Right, Gavin needs to go. All right. Um, all he's doing right now is trying to make himself look better once again. Right. And so, plus he really doesn't want Prop 36, which is coming on the ballot, and that's going to reverse a majority of Prop 47, which makes crimes and stuff like that harsh to pay now, right? Harsher as what Gavin Newsom's taking steps to do. You know why? He doesn't want to kill Prop 47. So he's doing this stuff right now to really not kill Prop 47 because he wants Prop 47 to be a legacy. Like, oh, see, guys, we've done these things. We've taken steps to get away from incarceration and locking up criminals and closing down prisons, and and we're trying to show that there's better alternatives. And it's like, get out of here, you nerd. He's a terrible businessman, and he's gonna try to run for president. You want Gavin Newsom as your president, man? You guys are smoking some shit. All right. So anyhow, other than that, comment down below, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and stay up to date. As I always like to post daily content, talk about stuff. What do you know? Look at this: Bay Area earthquake hit 3.4 near San Jose. All right. Is that so? Breaking news? Let me see that. Yeah, it hit 3:15 on Friday. That's like commute time in the Bay Area. Yeah, wow. I wonder if people actually felt that or not. You know what? You know what's funny is before we go, sometimes there's like a big earthquake, right? And let's just say it's in San Francisco, right? And LA is like shit, I don't know, a couple hundred miles away, and people said that sometimes the news reports will say, "Oh, it's been felt as far as this city, or whatever," right? And it's like 100 miles away, a couple hundred miles away. It's like, really, man, you guys are just saying that to make it sensationalized. Because you have idiots that'll probably call in the news network and say, "Hey, we felt it out here too," and it's like, get out of here, you dumbasses! You can't feel an earthquake that was like, five, an earthquake of five on the decimeter, whatever they call it, five magnitude, and you feel it a couple hundred miles away. Get out of here, man! You guys are a bunch of morons, and especially the news for believing in that shit. They just want to make themselves heard. But yeah, so anyhow, that's just a little sidestep talk there. But yeah, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and come on board, all right? Because we're all about common sense, and I want everybody to just wake up, all right, from the bullshit in this space of that we live in. Thanks, and I'll see you next one.